Today we will study the morphology of flowering plants, and this topic is for class 11th biology. Here we will study the morphology of root, stem, leaf, flowers, fruits and seeds. So morphology of these parts of the plant we will study here, but first of all we will take two topics: the morphology of root and stem. Further, see the characteristics of roots. This is defined as the descending part of the plant. They are positively geotrophic, positively hydrotrophic, negatively phototrophic, and they develop from the radicle of the embryo, and they are maybe also secondary and tertiary in origin. They do not show nodes and internodes. So this is a characteristic. These are the characteristics of roots. The different parts or regions in the roots are found. So the first region is the root cap. You can see here it's a root cap which is protecting the tender part of the root apex. It has some mucilaginous covering to lubricating the apex so that it can move in the ground, in the soil easily. And the second region is cell division or meristematic region, where cells divide continuously and they are responsible for growing the roots. Third is region of elongation, where cells elongate and increase the length of the plant part, that root. And after that, region of root hair, where root hairs are found. So this is a region of root hair, and root hairs are for absorption of minerals and water from the soil. They increase the surface area for absorption. And the fifth one is region of maturation or differentiation, where the cells of this region differentiate to form different type of tissues like cortex, epidermis, xylem and phloem. And functions of the roots. So roots have mainly two functions: primary and secondary. The primary function of the root is anchorage, to make the plant stable in the soil, to make it stand erect, and absorption of mineral and water from the soil, and conducting it through the other parts of the plant. So this is the primary function. But in secondary function, they can store food, they can photosynthesis, they can also use for respiration organ, and they can also use in vegetative reproduction, and some absorb moisture from the soil, atmosphere. So different functions of the root are also there, like storage of food in carrot, radish, asparagus and sweet potato, dahlia, photosynthesis in Tanospora, Trapa, and respiration Rhizophora. Okay, and like vegetative reproduction in sweet potato, aerial part moisture, aerial roots which are absorb moisture, that is orchids. So different functions are also there other than the main function. So this is called the modification of the roots for different functions. Here there are two types of roots mainly: taproot and fibrous root. So taproot is developed from the radicle. This is called true root or taproot. And the main root is found, that is called primary root, and the other roots which are originated from the primary root, they are called secondary or tertiary roots. So they are maybe secondary and they are tertiary roots. So the taproot is found in the plant like mustard and sunflower, and is a characteristic of dicotyledonous plants. So dicot plant, they have taproot system. Second is adventitious root system. This develops other part of the plant, not from the radicle. They can originate from the stem, nodes or leaves. This is a characteristic of monocot plant. They found in the form of clusters. They are found in like plant maize and wheat, sugarcane. These are the fibrous root system, and the part of this is found in a plant which are monocot. So this is a fibrous root system, and this is taproot system. This is a characteristic of dicot, and this characteristic of monocot. Now modifications in roots. So both taproot and advanced root both are having modifications. Taproot for storage food and respiration. They can also use the respiratory foods, roots and storage of food, support and special function they can also perform. Here modifications of root as storage food. They are fleshy, they store food, they swell up due to the storage of food. So you can see the radish, beetroot and carrot. These are some roots which are modified to store food. Respiration. Some roots are modified for respiration, for exchange of gases. So you can see the plant which are found in swampy areas or marshy areas. So due to the water logging, they cannot get proper amount of oxygen and CO2. So the respiration or the exchange of gases takes place through these roots. They are called nematophores, respiratory roots. They are found in Rhizophora and other plants also. So they are used as respiratory roots. They are called nematophores, found in Rhizophora and plants. Some roots are for the mechanical support, like prop roots found in banyan tree. They support the plant. They grow downward and attach to the soil, and they support the plant like pillars. And others climbing roots which help the plant to climb with the help of support, like money plant. Now stilt roots. These roots are normally arise from the few lower nodes and weak stem and some monocots, shrubs and small trees. They grow obliquely downward and penetrate the soil and provide mechanical support to the plant. So in maize, sugarcane, bajra, jowar, you can see these roots are found like this, and these are the stilt roots which help the plant to support. Now special functions of the roots are also that epiphytes. Some plants like orchids grow first on the horizontal branches on big trees in the forest to get sunlight. Such plants have green leaves and can photosynthesize. These plants are called epiphytes. Epiphytes develop special aerial and hanging roots called epiphytic roots. These spongy roots, they are called tissues, develop from velamen tissues, and they are hygroscopic, means they absorb water from the atmosphere. They absorb moisture from the atmosphere. So they are found in Benda, Dendrobium. Some plants those are having epiphytic roots for absorption of moisture from the atmosphere. Sucking roots are Haustoria, special roots. They are found in parasites. They take nutrients from the body of the host plant. They establish the contact between the vascular tissues, xylem and phloem, and they take food from the plant, like in Cascata. Now see morphology of the stem. Characteristics. The aerial part of the plant is called shoot or stem. Main axis of the stem, main axis of the shoot system is called stem. This ascending part of the plant negatively hydrotrophic, negatively geotrophic, and positively phototrophic. It behaves terminal buds, axillary buds, nodes and internodes. So these are some characteristics of stem. Morphology of stem also, they have vegetative characteristics and floral characteristics also, like in vegetative parts apical buds, axillary buds, accessory buds and adventitious buds they have. Morphology. The functions. The primary function of the stem is to produce and support lateral appendages, branches, leaves, flowers and fruits, conduct water, minerals to throughout the plant and food also. Stem may however get modified to perform additional functions like storage of food, vegetative propagation, support, pollination and photosynthesis. Modifications of stems. Some underground stems are found, some aerial stems and some subaerial and aerial. Rhizome. Underground part is rhizome, tuber, corm and bulb. Subaerial, runner, stolon, offset and suckers. Aerial parts, tendrils, thorns, phylloclades and cladole and bulbil. Underground modifications are there. In many herbaceous plants, stem develops below the soil and called underground stems. Such stems remain dormant during the unfavorable conditions and give off aerial shoots under favorable conditions. So they can store food, organ of pollination and vegetative propagation. They can also be used as, they can be differentiated from roots by stem like internal structures, exogenous branches, presence of nodes and internodes, occurrence of foliage leaves or scaly leaves and absence of root cap. These are some modifications of underground stems. Underground modifications, as you see, rhizomes, prostrate, dorsiventral, thickened, brownish stem which grow horizontally under the surface of the soil. It shows distinct nodes and internodes, possesses a terminal bud and axillary buds. In the axis, axil or the scaly leaves, rhizome remain dormant under the soil and the onset of the favorable conditions, the terminal bud grows into a aerial shoot which dies at the end of the favorable season. So rhizomes can be used as a part for growing new plants. Tubers, like potato is a tuber. It is actually the swollen end of the tips of the special swollen underground branches. They store food in the form of carbohydrate starch. Tubers show nodes and internodes, bear scaly leaves, axillary bud, commonly called eyes of the potato. Like this, the eye of the potato, which also give rise to buds and also form new plant. It is used as vegetative propagation. Underground modifications like bulb, like onion bulb, these have fleshy leaves. When the fleshy scalp leaves surround the apical bud and form a concentric rings called tunicated bulb, like in onion. Sometimes they may partially overlap each other by their margins, like in garlic. Corn. Underground modification, it is also underground modified stem. Corn is a short, stout, fleshy, upright, and thickened underground stem. Bears buds, scales, which develop into daughter corn. It bears even form from sides of the stem. Adventitious roots develop from them. Corm is a condensed form of rhizome growing vertically, like Arvi, Calocasia, Jamaican. Aerial modifications, they can form tendrils. Those help to climb the plant with the help of support. These are thread-like structures sensitive to the touch. They support and help to climb the plant. Examples are like in Tendersa passiflora, and they help in to grow the plant and to climb the plant with the help of support. Thorns, this is also stem modified structure, hard, pointed, usually straight structures produced by the modification of axillary bud. They are used to protect the plant from browsing animals like Citrus, Bougainvillea, Duranta. They are found, these spines and stands are found on these plants. Phylloclade, this is a special structure. Phylloclade are cradophyll is a stem which get transformed into a leaf-like structure. They are green in color, have nodes and internodes, and they are succulent fleshy, like in Opuntia knockfunny, and they are used as the organ for photosynthesis, as the leaves are modified into spines, because these are xerophytic plants which grow in xeric conditions where water is not available easily. Aerial modifications like cladode, these are the green branches or limited growth which have taken up the structure of the photosynthesis. True leaves are reduced to scales or spines, like asparagus. Volvels. When axillary bud become fleshy and rounded due to the storage of food, it is called volvels. It get detached from the plant and fall on the ground and develop into a new plant, like Dioscorea. Runners. This is also modified stem. They are green, horizontal, prostate branches which develop at the base of the erect shoot called crowns. Many runners arise from the each erect shoot They spread in the different directions and bear new crowns above and tufts of the adventitious root below the certain intervals. So these are tufts are there. You can see the lawn grasses. So the adventitious roots are there on the form of tufts. Stolon. Stolon is a cylinder lateral branch that arise from the base of the main axis. Initially, stolon grows upward like an ordinary branch and then bend down and touches the soil where it terminal bud gives rise to a new shoot adventitious roots like jasmine, mentha, strawberry and colocasia. They are having stolons. Offset. So the structure of offset is like this. You can see this in Eichhornia and Pistia. It is commonly called a runner of the aquatic plants. They are also used for vegetative propagation. And suckers, other structure, is a runner like non-green branches which develop from the axil of the scaly leaf. It grows horizontally below the soil and some distance come above the soil obliquely and produces green leaves from the aerial shoots and from the aerial shoot. The sucker can therefore be called underground runner. Like mint, pudina, you can see this structure.